Hello, what's up, y'all? Hey, this is your boy, Something. Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I pray and hope that this video reaches you out in the best of health, in the best of mind, and of course, in the best of spirit. In this video tonight, I want to speak about the ongoing protesters in France and what resulted in the protesters. The protesters started last Tuesday following the killing of a 17 years old boy of North African origins. The boy was killed by two French policemen, two worthless French policemen. He's 17 years old. He was not armed. He did not insult the police. He did not resist arrest. He did not do anything wrong. The police just controlled him, and they saw that he's not of a French origin. You understand? He happened to be either North African or a mixed race or of African origins. You understand? The police noticed this, and somehow, in many cases, once these European police notice that you are a non-European, your life, the value of your life reduces to this much. You understand? The value of your life in their eyes, in their minds, is reduced to this much, because they know that whatever they might do to you, they will not be punished that much. They will not be held of a much accountability as compared to if they shot a person of European origin, a so-called white person. You understand? So once the police control this little boy, he did not, like I was saying, he did not resist their control. He did not insult them. He did not do to them anything bad. You understand? And one of the police said to the policeman to shoot the boy. You understand? He said to the other policeman, if the boy misbehave, you should shoot the boy. You understand? When the boy heard this, the boy got scared. It's a 17 years old boy, man. It's a 17 years old boy. And this boy has seen how much throughout his young ages, throughout the days of his young age, he's seen how much the European police are careless when it comes to the life of the African black man or the African Arab man. So, at 17 years old, when I hear a policeman tell his colleague to shoot you dead, and the gun already is pointed at you like this, as if you are a terrorist. The gun is already pointed at the boy like this. You understand? What will happen? The boy gets scared. You understand? The boy put his foot on the accelerator. We don't even know yet whether the boy really meant it to move, or just by accident, since he was scared. He was terrified by what he heard the other policeman tell his colleague to do, which is shoot the boy. So the boy's foot went on the accelerator and the car moved. Right before the car moved, the policeman shot the boy 2 times, 2 shots. The boy was not armed. He was not like a robbery suspect. He was not a terrorist activity suspect. Nothing at all. This maniac policeman just shot the boy out of his wickedness, out of his heartlessness, out of his racist nature, out of his animosity mentality. He shot this little boy. The boy, what will happen? The boy died. So when the boy died, this triggered a violent protesters. Let me add that this triggered a rightfully violent protesters. People come out in France to protest against police brutality. It is the government to hire the police. They are indoctrinated or trained by the government agencies. You understand? So anything they do is the responsibility of the government. You understand? You should hire a professional police, or you should professionally train the police. You cannot just pick up men from different areas and put them in a uniform and give them guns. I go and look for criminals. What will they do to prove that they are doing their job? They will go and create criminals. They will go and they will do all that they can to create criminals so that their work can be legitimized. or that their work can be valued by the government. The government can say, yes, they are doing their work. They will go and create criminals. You understand? So, like I was saying, following the killing of the 17-year-old boy of North African origins, I think he's Algerian, of Algerian origins, because the Algerian government came out to condemn the heartless, wicked French policeman's killing of one of his nationals, a 17-year-old boy, Nael. So like I was saying, it triggered protesters. It rightfully triggered protesters within the French territory. People went out to protest. They burned administrative buildings. They burned trams. They burned subways. They burned trains. They did so rightfully. They want to show the French government that they are sick and tired of being lynched by maniacs in uniforms calling themselves police, who goes around looking for someone to terrorize, looking for someone to offload their guns on. They burned buildings. They burned cars. They burned trains. The French territory now is turned into some form of a war zone. You understand? And now I've heard that the protest is kind of spreading to Belgium. It has already reached Belgium and Switzerland. People have come out in Belgium to protest, and people have come out in Switzerland to protest. You understand? And I wanted to say that my 100% solidarity with the people protesting in the streets against the police lynching, against the police brutality, against the unprofessionalism of police forces. People who have trampled upon logic, who acts only from their emotions and not from logic or from law, but from their emotions. They act how they feel, not how they are supposed to act as policemen or as carabinieri or whatever they call themselves. You see. So I encourage the people to keep up protesting and send the world governments and police forces or people in uniform generally strong messages that the people have the power. The protesters should continue. The protesters should continue. Nael must be in his tomb, knowing that he left behind him a people who cares for human life, unlike the police who killed him. There are people on this planet Earth who cares for human life, who cared for Nael's life, who are making sure that Nael's death won't be in vain, who are making sure that Nael's death, his soul, has heavy prices. I also want to take this opportunity and say my condolences to the families and loved ones of this 17-year-old young man whose life was taken from him by a maniac in a uniform calling himself police. I ask for the protesters to continue, keep protesting. You are protesting for the right cause. The police need to understand that their brutality or animosity against the people comes with prices to pay in one way or another. So we have finally come to the end of this video. Peace up.